Hello, and on behalf of allfreeknitting.com and me, Kristen, with GoodKnit Kisses, we'd like to welcome back you to the part 3 of finishing this hat. And we're going to decrease this before just drawstring closing it. And I'm going to, there's 24 pegs on this loom, and so I'm going to sort of divide it up into 4. And we're going to, every 6th one on this first row, we're going to just move one of the pegs over and knit that off, and then we're going to start doing a decrease in that way. So we're going to go to the left of this starter peg, and this is going to be the first one we're going to put stuff on. We're going to take this one off, and I'm going to pull on it. Go up and over, keep that twist in there if you can. Just going to put it on here. Make sure you've got it and you're not dropping one, because we've used 3 strands on here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. And then before you knit it off, let's just go on over. And so this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's 6 in that section. This is going to be the next we're going to put stuff on, so mark it with your finger. Pull this one off. Make sure you kind of get it tight. And then we're going to put it on this peg. Oops. So take it, keep that twist on it. If your stitches are really tight, like mine, I mean, it's preferable to keep it twisted. But if you have a hard time with it, just go ahead and put it on however it's easier. You don't want to break your, you don't want to break a peg or the strand. So now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so we're going to go to the next one, kind of mark it and pull the one off here. And go over, and just, if it's easier just to untwist it and put it on, then just go ahead and do that. Okay, so that's doubled over. And now we're going to go 1, I'm sorry, that's your first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so mark this one. So that's going to be 1, and then we're going to go to the second one. Pull that off. Go ahead and bring it around here. Put it on. So remember, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're back to 1. If you saw how that worked out. So we've got, this is one section of 6, 2 sections, 3 and 4. Knit off all of these. Now go ahead and wrap all the remaining pegs that have yarn. Go ahead and knit over. So this is your row after we've decreased. This is the decreasing row. And then we're going to decrease again on the next row. Go ahead and move these down. This was my number 1 peg in this section, so I'm actually going to go over to this, skip over this skipped peg, mark it, and move over. Okay, so we're going to move, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to move the 4 to the 3, and just so you can remember it easier, don't go ahead and knit off, that way you can kind of go back and go, which one did I do? Okay, so now we're going to go all the way over to here, which was my 6, this is the beginning of my next 6, and so go to this blank peg, move over and mark it, so this is 1, 2, 3, and then move this one over. Okay, and go down to the next area, so this would have been 1, 2, 3, mark that, 4, pull this over. We're going to our last section. This empty one is, this would have been 1, 2, 3, move what would have been the 4th one over. Okay, go ahead and knit all these over and then wrap the remaining pegs. Knit over. And push these rows down. So we're moving on to our next row that we're going to decrease on. So this started as our number 1, 2, 3, 4 peg, and we're going to do 5. We're going to move the 6 over to the 5. Okay, so if we remember our counts again, we just moved the 6 to 5, so we can start our count again. 1, skip 2, 3, skip 4, 5. So this is our 5, and we're going to take 6 and move it over to our 5. And I know this is not the traditional way to count it, but to me this is how I do it in my head, so I think it's easier that way. So if this was 6, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're moving this 6 to 5. So I always mark it with my little finger. Move it around. Okay. And then we've got, that was 6, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll move the 6 to 5, and then this is our starting peg here. I never use those pegs, but they're really great to tell where the beginning and the end of the row is. Go ahead and knit these off. And we're going to wrap one more time. I've decreased by 3 rows. What I'm going to do is wrap my extra strand around the loom a couple of times, and this is going to give me some extra yarn to complete the project with. So I'm just going to take it and cut the excess off. Go ahead and leave this strand on here, and what we're going to do is work this into our loom. We're going to pull this up. This is kind of how you start doing a purl, but instead of that, we're going to pull this all the way through. Go to the next peg, grab your tool, go under the loops, follow through the guide, and pull this out. And you could just use your fingers to pull the rest. We are back on where our working strand, our working yarn had gone through, and we're just going to wrap around this last peg and pull that through. And now what we can do is take this off of the loom. So just start pulling these pegs over. So now we've just pulled this right out of the loom, and you've got this extra yarn that you've got at the top here, and all we're going to do is just pull it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go back in through the inside. So I flip my hat inside out, and I'm just going to pull this extra piece through, and we're going to just make a knot. Pull this on through, make it tight, and what we're going to do is grab one of your loops and then pull this on through. And then I actually like to go back through over here, grab it again, and then grab that before I finish the loop and pull it on through, and then that creates a knot here. And then what I'll do is go and do it again a couple more times. And then you can just cut this off, and then when you flip it inside out, you'll have your hat. Thank you for joining us, and you see our final banded beanie here with a nice decreased top on the hat. You can add you a pom-pom or keep it simple. My friends with allfreeknitting.com and I would like to thank you. And again, this is Kristen with GoodKnit Kisses. Happy looming!